All right. 3944 play.
Loading in many seconds. Timer prolonged and position might be altered due to server change.
There we go. So presumably that means we're using the same characters. Who knows?
There's only one way to find out.
Just would have been really nice to be able to hop in with a completely new character on the new map and just sort of experience something from scratch, you know? Yeah, especially if this decides to do that weird thing where it just plonks us somewhere randomly on the map.
Well, it's going to have to, isn't it? Right. Mine appears to be loading. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, that's what usually happens when you switch from one server to another. Fuck knows. I'm half tempted to just suicide and just start again.
Let's see what happens first.
Yeah, it's a quandary, and I'm still not sure how I feel about it, because we were doing pretty well last time when we were playing on Chernarus.
Yeah, I would rather that we didn't suicide, and then we could just carry on Chernarus if we have to. Yeah, it's the same character.
Yeah, even if it's a case of like
exit.
Oh, okay. Go back to the previous server.
Yeah.
Because we could even just play it for a little bit until we die or whatever.
Yeah.
And then
I agree.
Switch over.
Right, so I'm going to now hide Livonia DLC. Now, which one were we on? We were on DE something, weren't we?
I had a screenshot or something.
You take videos. Surely we can just look at your last video.
That might do. I did have a screenshot of the server somewhere. Thing is though, like now if we go back to Chernarus, is it going to put us somewhere random or resume our last position? Like the fuck is it going to do? Change server.
Well, if it does that, then we can just start again and just start from scratch, and that'll be that. No big. We can do it.
Yeah, you know, it's not the end of the world. We're probably going to we'll die eventually anyway and have to start over. So
some bears, terrible bears.
Okay, so I've got the server IP.
There's so many bears.
IP is 185 62 205 118.
You read that out again? I do apologise.
185 62 205 118.
Yeah.
And it's port 2502.
Interesting.
There's two servers.
There's two, yes.
Yeah, one, and this one will be 2502. So if you hit the little down arrow next, you'll see which one it is.
Oh, I see. Yes. Okay. It's 4271.
The other one is 2502. That's the one we want to be on.
That's what I said, isn't it? 4271. DayZ 4271.
Oh, the name of the server. Sorry, I didn't look. I've clicked play now.
That's all right. Right. So hopefully, all golden. You'll probably end up loading in slightly before me. Yes. Okay. Right, I get what this is about now. This is to prevent people dicking around, isn't it?
Yeah. Position might be altered due to server change. Who knew joining a game would be so hard?
Sorry. I was just doing my Monty Python intermission bit.
And now for something completely different.
I've seen people on YouTube's using that bit. I've seen them.
I've seen them. I tells you, I've seen them.
Yeah, so tell me more about The iOS thing you were doing.
Oh, just dealing with their payment system is a complete nightmare, and there's some bug sitting in there at the moment that means sometimes people's payments aren't going through properly.
Ouch. There's
Occasionally,
one
and
thing
it's
you
like,
don't want to do. You don't mess with people's money.
no, and I've got a bunch of emails in my inbox at the moment that I need to deal with to rectify some of that. Because I can add it in manually after the case if they tell me. Like I can check the payment and just stick it in the database manually, but you know, I don't want to be doing that all day.
That sounds dangerously like admin.
Yeah, exactly, right? And if one can automate such things, then that would be great.
We have started off in random places.
Yeah, I don't remember where we actually left off.
In a building.
Ah,
And we are not in a building.
yeah, we're going to be both in completely different spots, aren't we?
We are.
Well,
And the moon is out.
back to Livonia then.
Right. Well, if we can figure out where we are fairly quickly.
Well, the main thing of coming back to Chernerus for me was that we were not too far away from the airfield, and we've never like made it actually to the airfield, and I thought it'd be nice to, you know, finish that journey at least one time.
Yeah.
But now we're going to be fucking miles away from it, starting all over again.
Let's see. Well, I'm by some forest following some telegraph poles. Possibly something up the hill over there. Right on the edge of the draw distance. Maybe, maybe not. Can't tell really.
Yeah, I fiddled with a config file to what my draw distance as far as it would go. I don't know if it's made much of a difference. Because I know draw distance is limited by the server as well. There is a server-side limit.
Well, it makes sense because anything that's going to put too much load.
Yeah, also I think maybe it's like trying to make it fair for everybody, you know, so everybody's sort of...
Oh yeah, so you can't just win with ultimate hardware.
Yeah,
Right.
which doesn't
so
seem like the
that's
PC
north.
way to me, but...
That's north, so... If that is north, if I'm reading the stars right... At east then? Sun rising? It doesn't look like it's rising, it looks more like it's setting to me.
Do you think?
It's difficult to tell, isn't it?
Well, the main thing is finding out if we're actually anywhere near each other.
Yeah. We'll find some sort of landmark.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
going to take a chance. I'm going to go up this hill where it looks like there might be something up here.
I've spotted a town, so I'm going to head down there, see where I am.
Yeah. Right, so the telegraph poles go up the hill here. So that's what I could see.
I've got no idea where I am. Maybe somewhere up north?
Out north.
Yeah, along the north coast somewhere, I think. But not coast, the north edge of the map. This looks vaguely familiar to me.
Ah, have I found a road? Yes, yes I have. Ah! I found some signs as well. That means I need a browser, and that was which key again?
Shift tab.
The bit after that.
There's a button at the bottom that says web browser.
Oh yeah. I thought we had a magic key press for that.
Maybe there is,
Silly me.
but I wouldn't know.
Right, so we want to look for. Zerko. So that is somewhat north of Chernogorsk.
Okay. Should be able to search this. Hold on. CBETN. CBETN. Svetliarsk.
Not
Northeast, the most northeastern city there is, right on the coast.
so miles away then.
Where are you, north of Cherno?
Yeah, somewhere.
We're about as far away from each other as we were when we started last time.
So, shall we go onto the new map then?
Yeah, I think we should
The new
probably do this.
abandoned ship?
Yeah. I think we can safely claim Chernerus. Our adventures in Chernerus are now technically over.
For now.
Oh, yeah, yeah. But, you know, the adventures of these particular characters. Oh, well. I guess we'll probably die soon enough on the new map anyway and start over.
Well, I mean, it depends as well, because you might play Livonia, and although I doubt it, you might really hate it.
It
Go,
could
I
happen.
just don't want to play this.
You know, it would be nice to be able to choose one or the other, depending on what, you know, you want to do.
Possibly there was a way that we weren't we don't know how to do, but I don't know.
I think it's just the way it
Right,
is.
so I am now going to wait for you to log in somewhere, and I'll join you.
Cool, cool. Oh, fuck. Which one did we... 3944 was the one we went on last time, wasn't it? So let's do that one again. DE3944.
It's got a low ping. It's got a lot of players on it, and apparently it's daytime-ish, maybe? Yeah, okay.
On my way in. I was going to fucking server change me again. Where am I going to end up? Like, oh, what a goddamn nightmare. That was a bad choice by them. They should have split the two. Just makes more sense. This fucking slap bass, like, soundtrack. I don't know. It's great. It's fucking groovy as hell. I kind of like it though. It's pretty great. Right. Logging in.
Loading, loading, loading. Ah, it is indeed daytime.
Nice. But for how long? Ooh.
And it's quite open, as they have previously mentioned. Ooh, and by a watchtower. Little watchtower. Hello, watchtower.
Ooh, what a little green one.
Continue. It's just made of wood.
Oh, right. Hunting stand.
Hunting stand. There you go. That's the one.
It's all about the terminology. Well,
I've got a sheath. That. A sheath, no less.
hey, I've got one of those too, but I robbed it off of your dead body after you died at the well.
Ah, yes, that does happen sometimes.
Yeah, I think the northern part of the map. So the thing about Livonia is you spawn along the north of it. There's no coast. You spawn along the north edge of the map, and the north edge is more open and farmland, and the southern half of the map is like really woody.
I'm having weird times trying to put things in my inventory. It's a little strange.
Yep. I think it is buggy as all fuck.
Hmm.
The
Oh,
inventory.
well, good. At least it's not just me.
Yeah, it's kind of a nightmare. I've been watching some streams and stuff, and people have had a lot of trouble with stuff getting like stuck, like, weirdly in their hands and things, which is not good at all. Yeah, try moving it into your hands and then into your inventory. And sometimes stuff just gets completely fucked. Oh, I can't see.
There we go. I just changed a few things round as in different places in the inventory, and it seems to work.
Oh, I found a Buckethead helmet.
Ooh, the adventures of Lord Buckethead.
Yeah,
Do we
exactly.
actually, by the way, do we have a map for this place at the moment, or do we basically have no reference guide, and we have to do it old school and figure it out ourselves?
Well, pretty sure I Survive does actually have a map for it.
Livonia, yes, yes. Which one do we want? Livonia terrain or Livonia satellite? Terrain, isn't it?
I prefer the terrain one for sure. You might find a bunch of your stuff is damaged, weirdly as well.
Oh, I read that in the notes that
Yeah, they've like adjusted
that
a
could be a
bunch.
thing.
Yeah, they adjusted a bunch of the, I guess like item health bars, like what constitutes damaged and so forth.
Yes, I know they'd also put that melee weapons also now get damaged as well.
Yes, I think that depends on what you're using though. Like a big fat axe is probably going to last.
My crowbar is now badly damaged, which makes me sad.
My axes as well. I'm sitting here with all my duct tape trying to fix all my shit. Ooh, gunshots. Badly damaged backpack. That's no good.
I know. There's a few things there that are a little bit.
It's all good. Thing is, that's only because it's stuff that's transferred from our previous character, you know. Or, you know, from the previous version of the game. I think if you're going to be finding new stuff lying around or whatever, it should be fine.
I'm glad you made me take this gun cleaning kit, because I need to repair both my guns, possibly more than both of them. I've got some pistols somewhere, I think. Yeah. Everything needs repairing. Marvellous.
Marvellous.
Thanks, DayZ.
Oh dear. It's that friggin' cartoon with the guy tapping on the internet. And it's like, oh, the wonders of the internet. Hi, everybody. And it's just like, kill yourself. Marvellous. Oh dear.
Loves me the internet. Yeah, things are being really weird with getting, like, you can't put things back into slots. It's a bit odd.
There's definitely some jankiness with the inventory at the moment. But it's got that nice cool feature where it reserves the slots for stuff that you take out and put in your hands.
Something.
Which is nice.
Oh, I didn't realise you could use sewing kits to treat your wounds. Or other people's wounds, maybe.
Oh, yeah, you can use it to... Oh, fuck, my cooking pot's fucked and I can't repair it with duct tape.
Oh.
Well, it's damaged, but it's like my only source of water at the moment.
Well, I mean, the marvellous thing about this is, at the moment, might as well just run in a direction and see what happens. Oh, a path. Now, which way do I want to go? I want to go up the path or down the path?
Options. Do you have a compass by any chance?
I've now actually got a crossroads here, a little crossroads. Marvellous. I don't... Oh, yes, I do. I do.
I'm trying to remember what other changes have come along in this patch. There's the new guns, which is cool.
I'm at a crossroads and I can literally go in any of the main compass directions.
Well, do you have a compass?
Yeah.
South, I guess.
South?
I suppose.
All right, let's go south.
It's the south is the northwest of Chernarus.
Just run in the forest just parallel to the road, see if I can spot any mushrooms or...
Yeah, I've got 1 tin of food, and I'm not sure. I think they've reduced the amount of food a bit. Like you're less likely to find it on zombies and stuff. Okay, I've got civilization.
Yeah, I did read that. I did read that was going to be a thing.
Oh, there's more weather now as well, I think. Like you can get actual thunderstorms, thunder and lightning,
yes.
and everything. Okay, I found a little
town.
They
were at pains to say you should take cover from the weather as well. So, I guess it has more impact.
Yeah, I'm glad I got my raincoat. Still, my bright orange raincoat. I found some buildings and stuff.
Running simulator. They've only had... oh, I can hear gunfire.
How very welcoming. Yeah, I had a little bit of that earlier. Okay, looks like more of a town over there. I'm gonna head towards the town.
Well, they did say you were more likely to run into people, didn't they? So...
alright. Maybe they'll be friendly.
And they're already shooting at something.
Yeah. Self-defense, I swear. I should go along the road, actually. Man, gunshots are loud.
Did you accidentally just...
No, someone's popping off in the town I'm in.
What have we got here? Alright, this is interesting. It's some sort of... don't want to use the word shrine. Monument with Jeebus on it? In the middle of nowhere?
Sounds kind of like a shrine to me.
Yeah.
Can't see any road signs, like, telling me the name of the town. Oh fuck, there's a dead guy over there. Cool. Can't tell if that's a zombie or a human.
Right, I'm now going off-road to remain in a sort of a southerly direction. Also trying to slightly hide in the trees because people have been shooting guns about and, you know, that just doesn't seem friendly.
Seems like tons of cars over here.
Any of them working?
It's hard to tell. Get in. Okay, so that's a car. Because you know that, like, the wrecked cars that you find lying around the towns and stuff. They've swapped all those out on this map for wrecks of the actual cars that you can drive and exist in the game.
Oh, that's cool. I did read that they were going to potentially put more with actual fuel still in them.
Yeah, yeah. Like spawning with fuel in. But this is like the wrecked cars. You can now go up to them and rip off doors and wheels and shit to repair, like working cars.
Oh, more shooting.
I'm hoping that around here somewhere there's going to be one of those map boards with a big old "You are here" right on it.
That would be handy. I'm just taking it. Oh, I'm actually heading closer towards the shooting. It sounds like. Joy.
Time to get deaded.
Yeah, there is definitely some shooting going on. Don't like it. Don't like it.
It's loud as fuck as well, isn't it? The shooting.
Yeah. Fortunately, I think south is towards it. I don't want to break cover. Run! Run! Because they blatantly made this map to make you more dead.
Yeah, because there's that big foresty area which is relatively sparse down south. And I suppose, I think there's some military stuff and things down there, but in general, maybe you don't want to go all the way south. Maybe a lot more people are going to hang around more in the middle.
Alright. Well, I saw something that looked like telephone cables and stuff up this way, so maybe I'll just head towards that and see if I can find where I am. Chances are I'll just get murdered anyway, but
Actually, should be really a lot easier to get a car up and running. If this is anything to go by. This town is full of vehicles. It used to be a complete nightmare to find vehicle parts, like to the point where I've never really bothered to do it because I don't want to be lugging a car door like for 20 kilometers.
no, it might be more the sort of thing where you should have a little cache of things, maybe.
Yeah, for sure. Like if you have like a base or something.
Appear to have found a farmhouse. Excellent.
Fuck you, pre-zombie.
Nothing in it. Somebody's already been this way and looted it by the look of it. Alright. Oh wait, what's that? Some 2 rounds and empty magazines for 380. Okay.
Found a dead guy with some loot on him, but then a sudden blast of gunfire nearby.
Shit. Still a lot of gunfire going on around here.
Oh, fuck. Can't remember what the hold breath button is. Hey man. Hey buddy. Did you hear all that? Did you hear all that shooting?
Yeah, I see. I hear.
Do you have any idea what it was?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Were you involved?
I'm fresh. Dude.
Yeah. What's up?
I'm looking for the glass. You know?
Glass?
Yeah. Some pet for drink. You know?
There's a
Bottle.
There's a well up there. Oh, I can give you a bottle. Hold on. There you go.
Oh, thank you, man. Take this, take this. Take this apple.
That's okay. You can keep it.
You know the map? You know the map?
No, I just spawned in.
Yeah.
I think I might kill this guy.
Okay. You have friends here? You have friends?
No, not here. I just heard the gunshots, so I'm trying to be careful.
Okay. I hear the gun.
Missed entirely. I don't know. I didn't trust that guy at all.
Yeah.
I don't know. He was just acting weird.
Shady people being shady.
Okay, I'm in the far north west corner of the map.
Still not entirely sure where I am. So I'm just figuring that one out.
There's fucking dead people everywhere, man.
Players
Yeah.
or zombies?
I've seen at least 3 bodies.
Well, good for the looting.
Yeah, but not when there's gunshots going on around.
No. Agree. Yep, I can hear more gunshots going off in the distance.
I just fired like 5 rounds.
I don't think it was you. How would I know? I could be completely wrong.
No. Fuck.
Oops. That was dumb. I just accidentally shot something, which is obviously now going to give away my position. And there's someone over there. I see you. Right, I'm going this way. Anything to do with you, fella?
I mean, they could be friendly.
Don't care. Running.
Fucking zombies everywhere. I guess it's true what they say. They adjusted the way that zombies spawn, apparently, to make it seem like there's more of them. Which currently seems legit.
Yeah, the other thing about that is they did say they boosted the melee damage of them.
Oh, zombie melee damage. Yeah, that rings a
Yeah,
bell.
so be careful. Probably a bit, because they were a little bit weak. So they've rebalanced that. Wow, this map really gives you the paranoia.
Yeah, it's really dense, isn't it? Like the foliage is pretty mad. Shit. Oh, I'm unconscious.
What did you do?
Fucking looting the body and then just got shot.
Oh man.
I'm unconscious. I'm probably going to die.
No, don't die. That sucks.
Red flashing health. That's fine. I kind of wanted to start afresh anyway. Come on. Oh, fuck. You rushed me. I tried to grenade him, but he came after me. Ugh. He could see me anyway. Third person. I managed to hide behind a little tree and he's like skulking around behind these sandbags. I kind of had my gun trained on him and I thought, hey, he's behind that little wall. Maybe if I just chuck a grenade behind him.
I like your theory. Like your theory.
But it's quite tough to, like, the throwing grenade animation's quite long, so he probably just saw me standing there like a douchebag with his grenade in his hands. I was just like, oh, fuck that guy, I guess.
Yeah. That does not look like good things for me. The
Well,
moment I'm sacrificing speed for stealth.
do you have any idea where you are?
Next to a major road. Oh, sorry, no, rail tracks. Do beg your pardon. There was a road as well. I've now seemingly lost the road and just on the rail tracks, so I've gone wrong there. Damn it. Stealth be damned.
So where was I? I was up north. Brenner, I guess, was probably where I was. No,
So there's a
Lookout.
road and an intersection with a train track, with a crossing.
I mean, if you can find a place name at some point, that's probably what would be useful. I mean, I'm a freshborn by the river, so I'm gonna just go see if I can find a town, I guess.
Yeah, here's an interesting point there. Do you follow the railway or do you follow the road? And I'm going to follow the railway. There's a railway. always leads to a station.
That is true.
Whereas roads can just lead to another road.
Yeah, I haven't seen much in the way of road signs.
None so far.
No. Screw you, zombies. One of them's got some. Oh, well, one of them had an axe.
Don't want zombies starting to wield weapons.
Yeah,
What's up?
true.
Ooh. A nice bit of jank trying to run through some stuff there. Juddering.
So, I wonder where I could be. Ooh, I see a building. Probably shouldn't have spent so long fanning around in that town I was in. It's not like I really needed the loot.
Well, no, but like, half the point is to investigate, isn't it?
Well, that's true. It seemed like a complete shit show in there. I suppose actually it's kind of fun just to try out a little bit of PvP. Don't often see very many people around, you know.
There's tons of them in this, though, isn't there?
Seems like it.
Yeah, little buggers everywhere.
I suppose it's, yeah, maybe people are just being drawn towards some of the sort of better drawn towards certain locations or something.
Well, I mean, again, that is another thing. They said there weren't many centres of population. So I think they're artificially creating points which people have to go and visit from time to time. Like if you want medicine, very rare.
Yeah, I mean, there seems like a fair number of towns on the map, but I don't know how it compares to Chernoris in terms of like density. Oh, is this a bus stop?
Nice lake.
Time for a swim.
I don't think I will. Maybe before they implemented all the things take a million years to get dry thing.
Well, I'm dry. I swam across the river, but I dried out pretty quick. Probably depends on the clothes, I guess.
There's a bit of jank going on with the server and movement.
What a bit of lag.
Yeah.
Maybe there just are more zombies. That might impact server performance a bit. Maybe they just cranked up the dial on that a little bit.
Turning zombies up to 11.
Yeah,
Well, that's hardly cricket, is it?
they made their own zombies and cranked it up to 11.
Yeah.
I've never seen that movie.
No, just clips.
Yeah, barely even that. Well, I don't know
Really,
where.
because you would have thought it would have been the sort of thing that we would watch, but there, yeah.
You know, you never just. Sometimes you just don't get around to it, do you?
There's tons of things like that.
I don't really watch a lot of movies anyway to begin with, so it's weird. It always feels like 2 hours to watch a movie. Oh, that seems like ages. Then I'll happily sit and watch like 5 episodes of whatever.
Well, I suppose it is a fair amount of time, but then if you're just spending time with your other half, then
Yeah, I suppose so.
you do that sort of thing. You just want to spend time with each other, so without being soppy.
No, I get it. I mean,
The film becomes an excuse to spend time together. That's what I mean.
I think I'd still end up watching loads of episodes of like a long TV series rather than watching a movie in particular.
Binge watching stuff. Yeah, you do that too. There's got to be stuff you're both interested in, I guess.
Yeah, true. Ooh, torch.
There's usually series that we watch separately and series that we watch together. Well, this looks a bit more built up. This definitely looks a bit more like civilization.
I found a little factory area.
I can see a big smokestack tower.
Big
somewhere.
yellow and red stripy one?
Too far to tell any colours.
Okay.
Right in the distance.
Just sort of having a look at the map and see if I can figure out where I am.
I think I'm going to try and find somewhere to sit still for a minute and do the same thing.
Sure. The landmark should show up. Oh, yeah, no. Damn. It used to be that the smokestacks would be a landmark on the map, but apparently no longer. Or at least not yet, I suppose. Well, for one thing, I don't want to be hanging around in an industrial zone right now. That's probably a bad thing. Tarnow, I have a road sign.
Tarnow?
Yeah, Tarnow.
Yeah, I see it. See it on the map, right? Yeah. I'm going to need to find a sign. However, it's raining.
Yeah, it's pissing it down. Ah, okay, so I see where I am. There's a little factory complex I was in. Right. Stupid fences with no holes in. Really, can I? No, barbed wire. Can't climb it. Finally.
colour are the train lines on this map?
Do you know what? I have no idea. I think they might be grey lines, but I'm not entirely sure.
Whoa. Oh, I got killed.
Oh.
I was checking my map and someone just found me and janked me from behind.
That's the way she goes. It's probably my gun.
You know how I said it could be that we end up not liking Livonia very much?
You're already having doubts.
I'm thinking it may need a little rebalancing.
Yeah, we just haven't met that many people before. I'm not sure
Well,
about
everyone seems to be really aggressive on this map. Like, quite often in the past you've talked to people and they've talked back. They've just been
Yeah,
investigating.
I think that's probably more luck than anything. Although the town I was in earlier did seem like a complete clusterfuck. It was just like a complete shootout town. I think it's a matter of luck if somebody wants to talk or not. But there's already tons of gunfire going on in the town I was in. I don't know, maybe... I don't know if the map will have that much difference. Or make a huge amount of difference to how people actually fight or whatever. Maybe they will.
That's pretty annoying that I'm just checking my map and somebody janks me from behind. Like, it's still a big map. How come they just happen to be there?
Bad luck.
Really sucks.
Wrong place at the wrong time.
There are times I hate this game.
I have just found a big pile of loot on some dead person though, so there's that.
Well, I've respawned and all the good stuff that I have is gone, so I have nothing and it's raining. And my character's going to die from hypothermia now.
Well, if you can find some shelter, I guess. Luckily, this person had a raincoat on.
I found some shelter, there's just nothing in. And what I just found out from the last place, if you stay anywhere for more than 10 seconds, you get killed.
Dude, that's like the first time you've ever been shot. Like, ever.
It is not.
Is it
No,
not?
it isn't.
Oh, is it not?
No, I've been shot quite a few times. Last time we played, I got shot by some random sniper.
Oh. I don't remember that. But then my brain's like a sieve at the best of times.
I think I'm just going to run this character to death. Start again.
Duct tape. That actually is just what I need. Get my shit repaired. Or some of it anyway. Hey. Where'd you go, duct tape? I think the rain's calmed down a little bit. Quite a nice bright pink raincoat. Some fireman trousers. I do wonder how things will turn out. I wonder if people will... I'm not super convinced that there will be much more aggression than on Cherno. It might just mean that you meet people more.
You know when you've got a new map, it's different when something is new because there's a certain type of person trying it out.
Yeah, I mean, when I played this for a bit, you know, they put it on the open beta for like a weekend, and I played a bit of it. I bumped into a few people and everybody was just super pumped to be playing a new map, and we all like, it was all super friendly. So I guess
go
like,
on, buddy.
yeah, right. Like one day later, and everybody wants to murder each other. Not found any food. Dress shoes, those are new. But yeah, I think at the end of the day, it just depends on the person, doesn't it? Really, like.
Well, it's a bit of a weird thing. Like before in the old game, we would have quite happily found somewhere safe, sat and read a map. Well,
True.
it now makes more sense. Is this the very edge of the map? This has a very edge of the map look about it.
Does
It's all
everything
just
stop?
blank. Everything's just bland.
Looks like maybe you've gone the wrong direction.
Well, it had like little cross things at the end of the road, like the road just finished.
Oh, really? Like, is it like literally just flat ground with no grass or anything on it?
It has grass, but that is it. It's just flat ground. I'm just going to keep running in this direction and see how far I can get before I die.
Well, I found some water in a pump. But that's the way I got ganked earlier, was because I was standing over a body trying to loot it. I should have lied down, really. And I was in a town where there was loads of gunfire, and I was standing there like a dumbass, like just fiddling with my inventory, and some guy just came and shot me in the back, which I luckily survived because he didn't finish me off. But then he came back and finished me off. So I think the moral of the story for both of us is maybe to not stand around like in a dangerous place.
Well, that's kind of what I was saying. We used to be able to get away with it, but I mean, I wasn't even in the middle of town. I was on the very outskirts. So,
Were you standing in the street, or were you in a building somewhere?
Building behind. I was in a building and I was behind a filing cabinet.
Oh, right.
So I had sort of taken some cover.
Yeah, it must have just been bad luck. Somebody probably just either rolled up on you by accident or saw you before, maybe.
What I figure is, it might actually, if you have to sit and study a map for a long time, it might actually be better to disconnect from the server and reconnect again. I know that sounds really gamey, but
the thing is, like,
be the best way to do it.
We played a lot on Chernarus and we've not really bumped into that many people at all. No. Honestly, I think that's more been strange luck more than anything. I watch a fair amount of people play streams whilst I work, and people bump into each other way more often than we ever did. Like, we never got into any gunfights or anything, like, really. Apart from like that one time the other day.
I don't know though, because like you've been killed on this map once already, and you see how many people have you seen so far?
2 or 3, I think.
Yeah, and I've seen a couple as well.
Yeah.
That's probably 5 times more than we might see in a single recording episode.
Yeah, true. I mean, like I say, I think we saw people a lot less than chance would dictate. I think, but also I don't think like.
I'm still wandering off into the middle of nowhere.
Right.
About to die, I think.
I think the thing as well, we've got a situation here where, like us, there's a lot of people who are spawning in with their characters from Chernarus, with all their gear and everything, and you just get a complete shootout situation in that.
Well, I think that's the one thing that they haven't considered, which is they've made a map where resources are quite rare. But what's to stop people from deliberately playing Chernarus for a bit and then just starting on a server? with
Yeah, I
all
mean,
the gear.
people could do that. I don't really see what.
Gradually building, effectively bringing in supplies from Chernarus.
Yeah, true. I mean, you got to
Especially if there's a
remember
few
all
of
of the changes they've made to like loot economy and stuff will affect Chernarus as well. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think this
you
is
can.
like any. I think if anything,
I
the
suspect
reason
that
we've
because
seen
of
a
the
lot of action
largest.
is just because of the fact that a lot of people are getting spawned in with their Cherno characters, and so they're just all getting spawned on top of each other, which is causing a lot of these shootouts. Because the same thing happened when they first did the, the server hopping stuff where they move your position in the server when you server hop. The first time they did that, they kind of fucked it up, and everybody got spawned along the coast. So I switched servers and ended up right on the coast, and of course, loads of other people were doing the same. So the whole coast was just getting like constantly people spawning in with full guns and gear and everything. And it was a clusterfuck. I had to kill like 2 or 3 people to get out of there alive. Just because, you're walking along and then suddenly, poof, there's a dude in front of you with a shotgun. It's like, what the fuck? It's kind of like a function of that. Once things settle down, I think maybe we'll get a better idea of how this is going to be. I don't think what we're seeing today is necessarily indicative. I don't know. We'll see, but I don't think we can jump to too many conclusions straight off the bat like this.
I'm inclined to trust you.
I just don't think we've not seen enough to really make some decision about how.
You have to give it a chance.
Yeah. It's like we've spawned in, I got killed. What the hell? Shit happens, and then can't just immediately quit and just say I died all the time. It's like, well, don't know about that. I really want a water bottle of some kind, please.
You don't think they're deliberately trying to engineer this map to create more?
I think it's definitely on something that they'd keep in mind, like trying to make sure that people actually encounter each other.
I suppose the choice of what you do when you encounter each other is up to you, isn't it?
Well, that's it.
Just people today being massive asshats.
Well, the thing is, when you spawn in next to a bunch of other people with guns, it's a bit of a Mexican standoff situation, and people don't trust each other. When you spawn in and you bump into a complete newbie with your, and you meet up and make friends, it's a different situation. I don't know. We'll see.
Right. So I've been running this way forever. So if you get to the edge of a map and you just see just flat hills everywhere, turn around because it's gonna go nowhere.
I think I probably could have told you that.
Yeah, you got to find out these things. You don't know. I could have gone over a hill. There could have been like some sort of Las Vegas casino over there. Or
True, some zombie casino. It was on Chernarus, where the edge of the map is a lot of forest. There's like literally just a straight flat line of forest to no forest, and then just like flat green hills of nothingness, like stretch on for God knows how far. Oh great, I just found some chopped up dude.
nice.
Yeah, lovely. But he had a green dry bag, so I'm going to take that instead of my bright yellow one. Got 2 tins of food, but no, and I've completely. Oh, I should eat some of this food. That would be a sensible move. My health is going down.
Come on, dude.
Do you have a knife or anything? Can you suicide?
No. Oh,
Well.
it's doing that weird thing as well, where it just keeps going, do you want to turn some sticky keys on? Just disable that. No. Stupid thing. Right. My food is now flashing. Should be about to start slowing down. Come on. Ready.
I think that's something
You
they
want
said,
them
wasn't
to
it? That
die, they
you
won't
start with
die.
you start off with more water and food in you. I think you get yeah, like you start off without, because you used to be quite thirsty, like almost yellow thirst when you spawned in. I think
Yeah.
I think you start with a bit more, so that might explain why you survived for longer than you think you might. I could do with a water bottle or something. More food. Huh. There's some more houses up here. Oh, cool, football pitch. Presumably you're not dead yet.
Still nearly there. He's starting to stagger, but Jesus, this guy won't die.
Thankfully I found a bunch more houses to loot. Lucky me.
Hey, friend.
Oh, hey man, how's it going?
How's it going, brother?
Yeah, not too bad. My second life, and I'm not dead yet, so life's pretty
What's
good.
up?
I spawned in from Chernerus with all my gear and then got shot in the back whilst I was looting a corpse. So now I'm a fresh spawn.
Hell yeah, brother. I like your pink raincoat.
Yeah, it was pissing it down with rain, and I luckily found some dead guy on the road to rob. Have you searched this
What's your
town
name,
yet?
man?
I'm John. Who are you?
What's that?
I'm John. Jon.
Your mic's kind of muffly.
Oh, sorry. Any better?
Your mic's kind of funny sounding. Then
Oh shit. I've been lagging a bit, so I don't know if maybe it's that.
possibly I've been lagging myself for some reason.
There's a shit ton of zombies, I think.
Yeah.
Did you find much? Have you searched this town?
No, I haven't searched. I just got here.
I'm looking for a water bottle, so... did you find the well, by the way?
Nah, man, I have no idea where it's at. I'm kind of lost myself.
Can you see over down there? There's the chimney and the fire station.
Yeah.
The well was nearby, was between us and them. It's like maybe 300
Oh,
meters
okay.
or so.
Gotcha.
In case you need a drink. I don't know, that guy seems friendly enough.
Oh, there's a lot of gunfire going on wherever I am.
Oh, did you die and respawn?
Yeah.
Well, all right, man. You take it easy. I'm gonna head on up this way.
Yeah, take it easy, man. Sorry, I've got a friend I'm supposed to be meeting, so good luck.
Good luck, brother.
Yeah, there is a lot of shooting going on around here.
Yeah. I think it's going to be like this for a couple of days now, just whilst people start moving on to the new map. It's a bit of a shit show. It's exactly the same as it was that, like I was saying earlier, that other... when they changed the spawning situation. Ooh, I've just found a pistol.
Makes it quite difficult because you've got to loot to survive. But if there's that kind of firepower going on around you,
Yeah, or maybe just avoid the town if you can.
you still need to find things like water bottles and that, though.
Yeah, that's true. It'll sort itself out once the Wild West is over and done with, or everybody's lost their characters or moved on. I'm pretty sure it will get back to normal. All right, now back on the quest for a. Oh, excuse me. For a water bottle. I'm still wherever it was that I was. Ooh, that's handy. Maybe the plan is just to get some food and water if you can, and then get the fuck out of Dodge. I like the map though. It looks like it's been like left to gotten overgrown for like a year or something.
Yeah, I really like that sort of aesthetic. In here already. So that's a big ass bridge, and it does make me wonder if this is where I was before.
Ooh, big bridge. What, over the river?
Hmm.
I don't know how many of those there are, but
Is that a road sign? This might be an actual road sign. Hang on a second. Have you figured out where you are yet?
yeah, I'm in whatever it's called, Tar now.
Brenner.
Brenner. Okay, you're west of me. What? Sort of phone.
I'm going to chance drinking water from the river.
Are you? You'll probably die.
Yep. Doesn't matter at this point. I haven't got anything worth keeping.
Oh, it's just, well, you're not far from me. So we could still meet up. Unless you're like dying of thirst anyway.
I was down to yellow, so
Because Brenner has a well in the centre of it.
cool. You can understand that I'm a little bit sketch on
Yeah, you'll be alright.
checking my map right now.
Yeah, you know, nature of the game. Die
That's
at
actually
any minute. Just
quite a lot
mate.
better than the bottles. Just
What's
holds
that?
a lot more.
Oh, what, the cooking pot?
What do you want me to do, by the way? Do you want me to sort of go to ground and try and wait for you, or?
No, man. Honestly, even if you just heard a couple of gunshots, it might just be just a person shooting some zombies. It might not be the situation I was in earlier. You'd probably be fine. I mean, you're right next to town. Go find some water and some food, and we'll pick a spot in the middle in between us to meet up.
Yep, gunfire's getting louder again. There's a little military bit about the outside of town, so maybe that's why.
Yeah, maybe. Right by the bridge. It's fine. You can swim the water though.
My characters just paused to hurl up their dinner because they've got sick from the water.
Well, there you go. You're fucked now.
Yep.
Have you got a knife?
You want me to kill myself?
Well, I don't know. Whatever. Like, there's maybe a hospital in town. I don't know. Brenner. I can't see one. You need antibiotics to cure it. Oh, here's that guy I met. He's dead.
Someone killed him.
Yeah, apparently. It's all good. Means I've got his stuffs in it. Well, at least that means the houses are mine to loot. He doesn't have a bloody water bottle though. Ooh, gunshot. Hey, buddy. Oh, BK-18.
What if there's just like hordes of dead people?
They're pretty popular down there at the moment, is it? Or did you spawn again? Or...
No. It's just like a bunch of dead bodies on the floor.
Are they zombies?
No, just people.
Cool. Free loot.
Most of it's crap, but
Well, you know, some bits to get started, isn't it? Maybe one of them have some antibiotics.
oh, and I'm dead. Somebody's just shot me there. I see what they're doing.
Oh, did you fall for their trap? Is that a pile of
Yeah.
bodies?
Yeah. Somebody properly geared up as well, all military gear.
Oh, wow. Some cockknocker wandering around murdering fresh spawns. What a dick.
I told you, didn't I? I told you there's a certain attitude that sometimes you get in these games. And because it's new, it's going to draw those people in.
Yeah, I guess so. You know, whatever. It is what it is. Thing is, I think we're going to just die a bunch over and over on this map to begin with, just to because we don't know where we are or what we're doing.
Well, this is a real conundrum for me because you've got to go to the towns or you'll die. What on earth is that up there?
Well, I don't know, man. I'm fine. I've been
I've got two interesting places right on the edge of the visual range which I could head towards. I don't know which one to go to, that one or the other one.
Well, the one that I went past had a great big smokestack nearby it. So if you see a big smokestack, maybe that's something to have a look out for.
There's something that looks like a church on a hill, or I don't know if it's a church. It's massive, whatever
It's
it
a
is.
big. That might be the prison.
Yeah, could be something like that.
It's definitely a big old prison complex relatively near where people spawn.
Go to this farmhouse first.
God damn it. I keep losing track of what buildings I've been in.
Thing is, though, that bloke who's randomly killing people,
Yeah.
like, he's not going to get anything from it. I hadn't got any good gear.
Yeah, it's just the nature of it. You've seen The Walking Dead. Some people are just assholes. What are you? Sewing kit? Yes, please. I hear you, chicken. Where are you? I'm gonna fucking ask you some questions.
Someone set up a fireplace here once upon a time. An old fireplace.
Oh, cool. Somebody having a little cook-off. I might have to do the same. I've just found myself some chicken. Ooh, that's a good point. Bones. We can make come here, chicken. Oh, that's fucked. Fuck, I think I've got an inventory bug. Might have to log off and log back on again.
Oh, more gunshots right nearby. Oh,
Fuck, I'm gonna have to relog. I really want that chicken breast, damn it. Arrow shotgun. Right.
Pretty cool. Got any ammo for it?
No.
Ah,
I don't think so anyway.
I'm seeing a flaw in this plan then.
Oh wait, I might have some solid slugs actually. You figured out where you are?
Oh, come on. How likely do you think that is?
Low, but you never know.
I can't even stop and look at the map because I'm just going to get ganked by somebody again.
Yeah, you can just
'Cause every time I spawn
hide
somewhere,
somewhere.
there's immediately someone shooting. Yeah, where is there to hide though?
You'll find somewhere. Like in a building or something. As long as you just don't get unlucky and, somebody rolls up on you like last time. But, that's what happens sometimes.
All the time at the minute. I'm having another one of those
Yes.
episodes
days, huh?
where it's not going well. Now you said there was a prison somewhere. Where's that near?
I have no idea. I just know that it exists.
Oh,
The prison, I
walking
think,
dogs.
generally contains a lot of military-style loot, so it might be pretty hostile there. Okay, maybe it's just this one chicken steak that's fucked. Fine.
Quite a lot of prisons, unfortunately.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that the
2, 3, 4,
icon on the
5,
map,
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I'm not sure
11,
that
12.
shows up as what the little red with the jail door on it.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the same thing. The jail door ones are like the camo buildings, I think. Well, they have the little cell downstairs. I don't know if the big old fat prison.
Well,
That's the
in
same
which
thing,
case
maybe.
I've got no way of finding it on the map and therefore no way of figuring out where I am then.
Maybe. There's a place called Coppa, Kopa, on the more western side, near Nidec, north of Nidec and south of Gliniska. That could be something that's got a bunch of like fences and shit around it by the look of it. And that does have a couple of jail cell icons on it. So maybe they do show up for the prisons. Couldn't say. It's just going to be a lot of getting lost at the moment.
Oh, server is shutting down.
Oh, bam. All I really need at the moment. Actually, I'm full of water. My food is like 2/3. It's not nearly getting onto yellow. So all I really need is to find some food, and then I can start heading more towards you. Oh, dearie me. Oh.
Right. I think as the server has now stopped working, that might be a
Time to call it quits for a
for
bit.
one night. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Honestly, I was about to suggest the same thing.
It's interesting. I think I'd like to visit it again in a few days and see what happens.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you're around at the weekend, let's give it another shot. See how things go. I'm sure things will calm down. I don't think this is like, Like I say, it's the fact that characters are transferring between Chernoris and here, and they're coming. The people are coming across with all their gear like we did. And when you it's like being in a military area. You see a guy with a bunch of guns and shit, and you're less likely to make friends. People are more suspicious of each other, so it just turns into a clusterfuck. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go play a little bit of a point-and-click adventure game for an hour or so, I think, and just chill.
Nice.
So if you're around at the weekends on Saturday or Sunday, let me know. Maybe we can get a proper game
Yeah.
in, and if we can get down south a bit more and go hunting for bears or something.
Bears go hunting for you.
Yeah, well, I want to see one.
Yeah.
We'll go sightseeing.
Frankly, I'm amazed that one of them hasn't already found me.
Yeah, you're like in a house, and you're like, all right, I'm just gonna check my map. And it's like, fuck, bear.
It's not
Through
just
the
any
window.
bear. Not just any bear. It's some sort of oh, can't remember his name, but I want to take his face off.
I was gonna go for a little hat and a tie and a collar, hiding in the cupboard for you. Yeah. Right, dude. All right. Well, whatever. I'll speak to you in the next couple of days, and we'll see if we can pin down a proper session. That'll be good.
Superb.
All right, dude. Nighty night.
Speak to you later.
Take it easy, man. Bye.